Right now, as you breathe and your heart beats, there's another realm where breath is no longer needed, a space not bound by time, not limited by the senses. The dead are not asleep. They're not resting. They're experiencing something more vivid than our most intense dreams. For some, it is peace beyond comprehension. For others, it's a confrontation with every regret they tried to bury. The transition is not silent. It echoes with the weight of every choice they made in life. You wonder what happens when your eyes finally close. But the truth is, the moment of death is not the end. It's a beginning so profound that no words spoken by the living can fully capture it. Some of the dead walk in gardens of light, while others are still searching for the peace they denied themselves. What are they experiencing? It's not fantasy. It's not imagination. It's the reality waiting for every soul, including yours. Paragraph 2. The dead don't forget. That's the first shock that greets them. Every memory, every detail, sharper than ever. Their childhood, their laughter, their pain, it floods in with unbearable clarity. There's no more hiding behind distractions, no more noise from the outside world to drown the inner voice. What they carry now are not wallets or titles, but the emotional signatures of how they lived. Did they love deeply? Were they cruel? Did they forgive? Those who clung to bitterness feel its weight even in this new dimension. And those who spread light now bask in a radiance of their own creation. Death is not a wall, it's a mirror, and in that mirror the soul finally sees its truest form. Paragraph 3. Many are surprised to find that the dead still feel, not through nerves or flesh, but through a kind of soul. Sensation impossible to describe. Joy feels like light, and guilt feels like gravity. They are drawn to the memories they refused to face. Imagine floating through moments you thought were forgotten conversations, betrayals, sacrifices. The dead revisit them, not for punishment, but for truth. There's no more pretending. They feel every wound they caused, and every kindness they gave returns tenfold. This is where intentions matter more than outcomes. A life of truth resonates like a melody. A life of deceit sounds like broken strings. That's what the dead are experiencing now, a cosmic balance sheet of the soul. Paragraph 4. In the silence after death, a voice rises. Not a voice made of sound, but a presence. For some, it's comforting, a reunion with a guide, a loved one, a protector. For others, it's the chilling realization that the universe was listening all along. The dead experience connection not bound by space. They know who prayed for them, who wept for them, who cursed their name. Nothing is lost in the invisible. Emotions are like beacons in this new plane, drawing spirits to places and people they still feel bonded to. Some wander through memories like hallways. Others linger where they felt most alive. The dead are not gone. They're just elsewhere, aware, alert, and reflecting. Paragraph 5. The transition is not the same for all. Some feel as if they're flying unburdened, their energy vibrating with joy. Others feel stuck, as if a part of them can't move on. Why? Because death doesn't erase responsibility. The unfinished, the unsaid, the unforgiven, it all lingers. This is why some spirits are restless, not because they're punished, but because they're not ready to let go. They want closure. They want truth. Imagine being so close to peace, but held back by one unresolved moment. That's what many of the dead are going through. Their journeys are not finished. Their stories still echo in ours. Paragraph 6. In this realm beyond life, there is no clock, no sunrise or sunset, but time is felt deeply. Every regret feels eternal. Every act of love shines like a timeless flame. The dead are experiencing the true weight of time, not as minutes and hours, but as meaning. The moment they chose compassion over cruelty, the time they forgave when they could have judged, these moments now shine brighter than any earthly reward. Time after death is measured in impact, not minutes. And every choice you make today is carving your path in that eternal timeline. The dead know this now. They want us to know it too. Paragraph 7. What shocks many souls after death is the realization that they were never alone. There were always unseen presences, watching, guiding, warning. Now, stripped of distractions, the dead become aware of the spiritual world that always surrounded them. They see angels who tried to intervene. They sense the darkness they flirted with, now fully visible. They recognize whispers they thought were their own thoughts were often divine nudges. And in this moment of unveiling, the dead experience either overwhelming gratitude or soul, deep regret. Because the signs were always there, they just didn't look. Paragraph 8. For those who lived with purpose, death is a homecoming. The dead don't fear anymore. They feel fulfilled. They are welcomed, embraced by a love greater than any human touch. There's celebration, not sorrow. Their efforts, sacrifices, and struggles weren't wasted. They mattered. Every small act of kindness was seen. Every moment they chose integrity over ease rewarded. This is what the righteous experience, not perfection, but acknowledgement. They feel whole. They are at peace. And they send that peace back to those they left behind in dreams, in signs, in moments of sudden calm. They are not gone. They are complete. Paragraph 9. Others, however, face something darker, not because they're cursed, but because they denied their own truth for too long. They feel the pain they caused others. They hear the cries they ignored. They sense the weight of every excuse they clung to. This is not fire and brimstone. It's self-reckoning. A soul cannot lie to itself forever. The dead experiencing this are not punished by a God, but awakened by truth. It hurts, but even this pain is part of healing. It is not the end. It's the cleansing before redemption, but only if they choose to accept it. Some do, others resist. That choice, even after death, is still theirs. Paragraph 10. One of the most profound realizations the dead experience is that love was always the point. Not wealth, not fame, not survival, just love. Genuine, selfless, courageous love. The souls who prioritized it shine. Those who neglected it search for it, painfully aware of the chances they missed. The universe responds to love like a frequency. It echoes, it binds, it uplifts. The dead who understood this live on in the warm memories of others. They become legends, not because they were perfect, but because they loved well. That's the mark death cannot erase. Paragraph 11. Some of the dead are watching us right now. They stand at the edge of our reality, whispering through intuition, dreams, sudden chills. They long to tell us what they now know. That everything we do echoes beyond death, that nothing is random. Every meeting, every heartbreak, every triumph, it's all connected. And though they cannot interfere, they try to inspire. They hope we'll listen. not with ears, but with hearts, because the dead are not silent. They are simply speaking in a language of the soul. Paragraph 12. There's no religion that can fully describe what the dead are going through. No book, no sermon, no belief system can capture it in entirety. Each soul's journey is unique, shaped by their own actions, thoughts, and intentions. Some see landscapes more beautiful than earth ever offered. Others drift through voids of confusion, waiting for understanding. There is no judgment seat with scales. There is self-awareness, pure and undeniable, and this awareness is the most powerful force they've ever faced. The dead are not in limbo. They are in a classroom of truth. Paragraph 13. Those who spent their lives numbing their emotions now face them in raw form. Every feeling they buried comes rushing in. Pain, love, sorrow, joy. It's all magnified. The soul is transparent now. There's no room for lies or masks. That's why many of the dead feel overwhelmed at first. But over time, they start to accept it. They begin to understand their journey not as punishment, but as purification. Just as fire removes impurity from gold, truth removes illusion from the soul. The dead are not burning, they are being refined. Paragraph 14. What surprises many is that the dead can still learn. Growth doesn't stop with the heartbeat. Lessons still unfold. Realizations still strike. Forgiveness can still be found. They watch their loved ones and finally see their side. They feel remorse and send invisible apologies. They pray not to be saved, but to heal what they once broke. This is the grace of the afterlife. It allows evolution. Not all who die are damned or divine. Most are in between, learning, expanding, ascending. The story doesn't end at the grave. Paragraph 15. Finally, the dead understand the real value of life. It was never about the duration, but the depth. They look back and wish they had been more present, hugged tighter, spoke kinder, dared bigger, feared less. Now they know. Life was the training ground, the canvas, the test. What they painted on it was entirely up to them. Some created masterpieces of love and courage. Others left it blank with regret. But here's the message they're sending back. Live now, love now, don't wait. Because one day you too will cross over. And your soul will ask, did I truly live?